So today we're going to be looking at the concept animation. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is just how to get there. So if you're in the Teach Hub lesson, you'll notice that, of course, we start with the title pages and the notes for the teachers, which again, we talked about deleting. And then you'll have where the lesson actually starts. So remember the purple banner, white background starts the lesson. The yellow banner talks about the instruction or the model. So it goes over some information first, and then goes to your concept animations, which are here. So one thing I really love is this is a great way to do asynchronous work with the students. You can do it together as a class, especially if you want to do one at a time and then have the kids share, because there are a couple different concepts here. Or maybe model the first one, have the kids do the rest. Or another, again, option would be to just have the students learn the material on their own and then go over it as a class when they're done. So this is where they're located. Each slide that has a concept, you'll see concept 2. It goes over what to look at and information, and then also has their click to add text. So again, if you make a copy for each student, this becomes a very interactive lesson. So all you would do to get to your concepts is click on the hyperlink, and it'll open you up to the page. So once the students open up this page, it opens up directly to the concept. So this is a really quick bit of information that the students will get to learn. After the concept, we say to go to the animation. Now the animation has a little bit of information here, but it also allows you to click and you'll see some kind of things go on as you click through. And this really helps give the students a better idea of what's going on. After the animation, we look at the bio. Which the bio gives a little bit more information on Mendel. And then finally, we ask the kids to do a problem. Now the problem, again, is interactive. It allows the students to work through it, and they would just click on their answer. Once the students complete the concept, animation, bio, and problem, there are some other things they could look at if you choose to have them look at that. It's up to you. They're going to go back to the Teach Hub lesson, and there's some integrated questions. So the students would go ahead and answer the questions that go along with each concept. So that's the first concept that we looked at. The second concept is genes come in pairs. The third one is genes don't blend. And the fourth one are some genes are dominant. The fifth one is genetic inheritance follows rules. And then they have some independent work. Like I've mentioned before, one of my favorite things about these Teach Hub lessons is the ability to customize them. So what we're going to be talking about now is some different ways to use these concepts and these types of instructional models. So the first way is to just give this to the students as some asynchronous work, allow them to learn on their own, navigate through these concepts to learn information, and just continue using this lesson as already set. Great option. The second option you can do is you could actually set this up as a jigsaw. So you can give different students different concepts to look at and then begin pairing them off. So you would have one section where the kids are just working on the concept, then they'd be paired up with someone with the same concept, and then they would be paired up with people with different concepts and allow the students to teach each other. That's a really fun one. Another one you can do is have this done in group works. So they would have each student in the group would be responsible for a different concept. So you'd have 5 people in a group, and each person would be in charge of a different concept, and the students can work together to complete this. Another way would be to split this up into multiple days, maybe do 2 concepts one day, 3 concepts the next day, and break it up and do them as a class. So you would do them as a class, you'd go through one concept at a time, give the students a set amount of time to complete the concept and answer their 2 questions that go along, and then discuss it as a class. Another option that would be really good would be to set this up where students can maybe choose 2 concepts that they want to do. And then once they choose to, as a class, you can go over all 5, but the students would actually manipulate and answer any 2 concepts that they would like. So there's so many different options that can be done with this. It's great information. It's very interactive. It has good animation so the kids better understand the material, and some questions to kind of get them thinking as they go along.